We breached the wall through insulation, through sheet metal, and then eventually through 1/4-inch steel.
Right now on News 12, a worker rescued after he fell 7 stories at a power plant in Rockland County. It's a News 12 exclusive. Also, the warning from police after a series of car break-ins in one Westchester community, and what you need to know about our hyper-local forecast. Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa Salvadorini. Let's get right to Storm Watch team meteorologist Alex Calamia with an update on just how long these warmer temps for February are going to stick around.
And the sunshine too, Lisa. We got lots of that for the rest of today and tomorrow. So tomorrow actually even a little warmer than today with sunshine. Then you'll notice the clouds come in for Friday, but the temperature continues to climb. We could be breaking records by Saturday. We'll be very close to it. Big changes coming for next week though. Let's talk today. 44 at 4 p.m. That's fantastic. Average high 39 this time of the year. We're still, in the upper 30s at 8, 9 o'clock tonight. So not bad for dinner time. You'll need the winter jacket as soon as the sun sets at 5:19. And by the way, speaking of sunset times, for your own information, we're gaining almost 10 minutes of daylight every single week. So by the end of this month, it is light out until after 6 o'clock and the sun doesn't set until 5:44. So you have dusk until like almost 6:30. Very impressive. We're about 5 weeks away from daylight saving time and those 7 o'clock hour sunsets again. But let's focus on the now. We're 29 overnight tonight, clear, chilly for your Thursday morning, and very close to 50 in the afternoon. If you have weekend plans, looks good to go, but we have to talk about our next storm system. That's coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Alex, thank you. Well, a worker is recovering at Westchester Medical Center this afternoon after falling about 70 feet at a construction site in Rockland. News 12's Lisa LaRocca is outside the Bowline Power Plant with the exclusive details.
Well, once first responders got inside here at the Bowline Power Plant, they had to move quickly to reach the man who fell 7 stories into a tube. A team of medical first responders rushes an injured worker on a stretcher from the Bowline Power Plant to a waiting helicopter. That man was on the 8th level of scaffolding inside the plant in West Havistraw when he suddenly fell about 5 this morning.
He ended up falling 7 stories into the hopper to the base of the unit. It was difficult just to, ascertain where he was and then obviously gain access to him.
A hopper is basically a giant tube like this one. That's part of the plant's boiler system. Havistraw police officials say another worker heard the man fall and hit the bottom, which helped first responders locate the man, whose name has not yet been released. Crews looked at either rappelling down into the hopper to reach the man or cutting into the tube to get him out. They decided that was the best way to go, but it took a while to get through.
We breached the wall through insulation, through sheet metal, and then eventually through 1/4-inch steel to make a hole big enough to pull the victim out.
Crews say the man was breathing when they reached him. He was then medevaced to Westchester Medical Center. He was in stable but critical condition. The Bowline Power Plant is used to help supplement the main power source in the area. For example, during a summer heat wave, power from Bowline is used to help avoid blackouts. Investigators say the plant is currently offline and crews were doing maintenance work when the accident happened. Police tell News 12 the man who fell was not wearing a harness, but they also say he was not required to wear one while working on the particular type of scaffolding from where he fell. Police are now trying to determine exactly what may have caused the man to fall. We're in West Havistraw. Lisa LaRocca, News 12.
And we have just learned that OSHA officials from the Terrytown office are on site right now investigating this accident. Of course, stay with News 12 for updates on that. We also are following yet another developing story. A newborn baby was found abandoned in Westchester's largest city. Yonkers police now say the baby girl was discovered last night in the hallway of an apartment building on Chestnut Street. She is only a few days old. The infant was then taken to an area hospital to be checked out, and she is listed in stable condition. Detectives are investigating this case and are working to confirm more information. News 12's Emily Young will have much more on this story tonight at 5. Well, it is 6 months in jail for a White Plains nanny for the reckless assault of a 3-month-old baby. The Westchester County District Attorney's Office says Naja Woodbury worked for a family in Mount Pleasant at the time. They say she aggressively shook and bounced the baby without supporting his head and then put the baby in his crib. Thankfully, the child's mother saw her son was in distress in a strange position from the baby monitor and called 911. The baby was treated for abusive head trauma in the pediatric intensive care unit at Westchester Medical Center. The nanny was also sentenced to 5 years of probation. Turning now to a very important reminder from police this afternoon, make sure that your car is locked. Police say several cars were broken into over the weekend in the area of Beechwood and Maple Avenues in the Hartsdale section of Greenburgh. We're told that just some loose change was taken from inside the vehicles, but it is just an important reminder for all of us that even if you park in your driveway, you need to lock your car at night and make sure you don't leave anything valuable inside. Well, students out of White Plains High School are continuing an annual tradition 12 years in the making. News 12's Katerina Balalas has the details on how they're shining a spotlight on the food insecurity crisis.
Well, students at Archbishop Stepinac High School are getting to work filling up this truck behind me filled with non-perishable food items for their annual Super Bowl food drive. The month-long campaign began in early January with a goal of collecting 15,000 non-perishable items, but the students ended up surpassing that goal, raising more than 20,000 donations. This morning, they brought out bags of the food items and filled up a Feeding Westchester truck. About half of the donations have already been sent over to the organization. The high school's annual food drive aims to help the nonprofit in its mission to help communities throughout Westchester in the fight against hunger, addressing the low inventories at food pantries following the holiday season. Two students say they couldn't be more proud to be part of the project.
We just see like those who are less fortunate than us, and then just knowing that we're able to have an impact on their lives by using what we can do to help them, it like sort of lifts up your spirit.
It just brought a lot of people together and brought a lot of classes and schoolmates, and everyone had a fun time doing it.
And as a reward for passing this year's goal, the students are getting a day off this Monday, the day after Super Bowl Sunday. In White Plains, Katerina Balalas, News 12.
All right, Katerina, thank you. More positive news now. And Purchase College really showing up at the Grammy Awards this year. Jazz study alum Samara Joy won a third award this year for Best Jazz Performance. Nicole Zaturez, lecturer of jazz studies, took home the Best Jazz Vocal Album for her album How Love Begins. And assistant professor of music Silas Brown won for Best Classical Engineered Album for Contemporary American Composers. Congratulations to all of those people. Alex, so incredibly talented. Makes you want to write a song about this great forecast we've had, right?
I can see why so much music has weather in it. You know, it's inspiring, but a lot of those songs involve rain. When's the next chance that we have a storm to look at? Well, we've got a couple days. We might see a stray shower Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but my eyes are not until Monday when it comes to our next chance for actual significant weather that would actually impact your life in any way. But we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's talk the rest of this afternoon. Temperatures are close to the 40-degree mark all afternoon. Sunset is 5:19. It's going to be in the 40s for most of us up to that point, and then we're hovering close to freezing by 8 o'clock. So if never dry day means a never cold night. So expect temperatures to drop about 20 to maybe even almost 30 degrees in a few spots. We go from mid 40s to mid 20s, upper 20s, low 30s. It's going to be cold for your Thursday morning. Not as cold as this morning, but still pretty chilly. Thursday afternoon, we're close to 50. A few spots might just actually hit 50. So we have ample sun today and ample sun tomorrow, and then things start to change as far as cloud cover. It's more overcast. That means warmer weather Friday morning, but also more clouds in the afternoon. We'll bring in that quick little stray shower risk on Friday. Very isolated chance there. Temperatures are close to 50. Friday night looking good. 6 p.m.'s in the 40s. We really don't cool down that much on Saturday. And if we do see some peaks of sun, we're making a run close to records. 57 is the forecast. 59 is the record. But coming up, we show you the 10-day forecast and a big change involving rain and maybe some snowflakes Monday night into Tuesday. That's your next storm. Much colder air behind that one. I'll show you in a few.
All right, Alex, thank you. Well, the rough ride on local roads causing some problems. What residents in Valhalla are doing about all the potholes they say is in the area. Also, after getting duped in a possible florist scam, a man decided to turn to Terra. What you need to know ahead of Valentine's Day so you don't get scammed. And if you're heading out the door right now, take us with you. Download the free News 12 app for all the latest hyperlocal weather and headlines sent straight to your phone. You're watching News 12, where local matters.
News 12 Hudson Valley is brought to you in part by the law office of Desiree DeMoya. Call today for your free divorce or bankruptcy consultation.
Experience the beauty, the craftsmanship, and the fine taste of Italy at Wayne Tile. As one of the largest importers of Italian tile on the East Coast, Wayne Tile offers a wide selection of curated tiles from across Italy, in stock and ready to complete your vision with style. Wayne Tile. Step in. Get inspired.
Get ready to live life better.
Join us every weekday on News 12 for Be Well, where we'll help you discover the latest ways to reach your wellness goals.
From health to food to finance and everything in between.
We'll share life hacks, expert advice, and even show you easy, effective 4-minute home workouts.
Watch Be Well weekdays at 9 a.m. on News 12.
And start to live life better.
News 12 Hudson Valley is brought to you in part by the Schoenberg Law Offices. When you hire Bruce Schoenberg, you get Bruce Schoenberg, and that's a sure thing.
Join News 12 in exploring Long Island's East End.
Let's go.
From one-of-a-kind shops to wineries.
It is a beautiful white wine.
Must-try local joints to luxurious mansions.
See how much fun you can have in this house?
Tag along with hosts Aaron Colton and Joe Arena as they visit the people and places that have made the East End such a popular getaway.
Every time I come here, I find something new.
Watch the East End, Saturday and Sunday at 9:30 a.m. on News 12.
Well, some people living in Valhalla say enough is enough. They say they've been trying for years to get the state to improve road conditions along Bradhurst Avenue, and it's only a matter of time until someone gets seriously hurt. So News 12 went to check out the situation there. Our crews say they hit pothole after pothole after pothole. Those who live nearby tell us the bad road conditions cause accidents, including head-on collisions. Cars have even, in some cases, wound up on people's property.
Would wake up and there would be car tracks on my property, my wall would be damaged, my hedges would be damaged, and I wouldn't have no recourse if the people managed to get away while I was sleeping.
Residents say they have been pressuring state officials and the DOT for years with no response. So we reached out, and in a statement, the DOT says maintenance crews work aggressively to address potholes as they develop. Well, Valentine's Day, of course, one of the busiest times of year when it comes to flower purchases and deliveries, but you need to investigate before you click that purchase button. A local shopper decided to turn to Terra after falling victim to an apparent online scam.
I chose to order flowers for my mother in Charleston on the day of her birthday. And, the 1-800-Flowers was not able to provide same-day delivery.
So Greg Galuccio says he did a Google search, which led him to a national floral delivery company based on Long Island.
The website was very legit looking.
But after his order went through, several hours later, the Warwick man says he received an email from Serrata Flowers indicating there was a problem with delivery and that a full refund would be provided.
And so from there was just no refund. I realized that this was a game they were playing.
Only his story isn't unique. In fact, it's one of 131 similar complaints that's landed on the desk of the Better Business Bureau involving the Serrata Florist Company.
People were ordering flowers. They weren't getting them.
So Better Business Bureau CEO Claire Rosenzweig says her team started to investigate, only to discover two other Long Island-based florists registered to the same Broad Hollow Road address in Melville as Serrata. But as you can see, the location is home to a Bank of America branch, not a florist company. And the allegations have been mounting for those other two businesses as well. To date, Rosenzweig says there are 1,578 complaints against Roger Florist, and another 109 involving Baby Blue Florist, the same company that showed up on Galuccio's bill.
The complaints are coming from all over the country.
The Turn to Terra team also tried to contact the company, but so far no luck. In the meantime, here's how Rosenzweig says you can avoid getting duped ahead of Valentine's Day.
Read reviews. Verify the seller's contact information. When paying for your flowers, credit cards offer the most protection. If you're using a debit card or wiring money, that money is gone.
But if any of this information has arrived too late, she says it's important to report all incidents of fraud to the Better Business Bureau, your state attorney general's Consumer Affairs Office, and the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, known as IC3.
So you shouldn't feel that there's nothing that you can do, even if something goes wrong.
Tara Rosenblum, News 12.
And remember, if you have an issue you want Tara to look into, you can reach out to her with the information right there on your screen or head to the feature section of our website, news12.com, and click on that Turn to Tara tab.
And as if I needed an excuse to fill my house with more house plants, how about purifying the air quality inside your home? That's one thing that plants can do. Now, if they do a really good job of it, I'll show you in this week's garden guide which ones do it the best. Plants make us feel better, and they also help purify the air in your home. I want to talk about the 3 plants that are going to purify your house the most. I'm here with Karen Musgraves, who's an expert in all things plants here at Hicks Nurseries. We know this one, peace lilies. What makes it so efficient at purifying air?
It's nice large leaves. More surface for leaves means more oxygen can be released into the air.
Dracaenas are another great air purifying plant. This one's called lemon lime. It's got a ton of color. By the way, you don't need a lot of plants to purify the air in your house.
For every 100 square feet of space, you should have a minimum of 1 10-inch potted plant.
But if you don't have a lot of space, there's still some air purifying plants for you. I love calatheas. This variety is called Rosie. Karen is holding Dottie over here, so many different colors. What's one fact about these plants that's really cool?
That the leaves open and close at night, just like praying hands.
I know we're talking about cleaning the air inside your house, but we want to get outside this afternoon, right, Alex?
Absolutely. This is perfect weather. Enjoy. Now, your houseplants might not like it outside, but I am a huge fan of sunshine and 40s. That's what we're talking about today. A little too cold for you? How about Thursday? We're going to make a run toward 50 there, and on Friday, we're likely in the 50s. We'll have more cloud cover Friday, more cloud cover for the weekend, but nothing major going on the next couple of days until our next storm system. We're going to talk about that in a second. Here are your highs today in Westchester County, mid-40s, and you can just kind of copy-paste this for any county across the Hudson Valley. We're all making it into the mid-40s with sunshine and light wind. That's huge. The light wind really helps make it feel more pleasant. Tonight, 20s everywhere with the exception of 287 Southward in Westchester County. You're close to 30, but everyone will warm up again very quickly. So dry air has this tendency to cool down and really warm up in a short period of time. So we go from 20s and 30s to upper 40s all of Thursday. We have sun pretty much all day. A few clouds try and sneak in around sunset, but I think we do still hit about 50 in Yonkers, West Point, Newburgh, Brewster, kind of just dappling in to the upper 40s and low 50s everywhere. Friday starts off with a mix of clouds. Temperatures are not as cold here because those clouds kind of help insulate us a little bit, so that's actually good. We're in the 30s to start. Upper 40s, low 50s Friday afternoon. Might see 1 or 2 sneaky showers. That's really about it. Friday night looks mild. Saturday, cloudy but warm. 57's the forecast. The record is 59. Sunday's in the low 50s with cloud cover. Monday looks dry during the day. Starting to notice some changes, though. Temperatures are not quite as warm here. And then on Tuesday, do we see rain? Do we see snow? A little too early to say. Probably going to see a little bit of Ivor 1. That is our next storm system, though. So Monday night into Tuesday. Behind this, colder than typical air. We're likely going to stay in the 30s for the end of this forecast, but at least it looks dry after Valentine's Day.
Thunderbolt 12 is powered by your local Ford stores. Take the season by storm in a weather-ready Ford SUV. View current offers at buyfordnow.com.
News 12 and your local Toyota dealers are proud to celebrate Black History Month and honor African American contributions to our community and our nation.
Well, Rockland County is recognizing the outstanding achievements of 3 residents for Black History Month. The 3 are Dr. Carolyn Julian, who's a respected leader, coach, and mentor in Rockland County; Dennis McGloster, founder of the Rockland chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated; and Christian Sampson, a retired town clerk and registrar of vital statistics for the town of Ramapo.
It's particularly special because as government officials, as legislators for our county, you're making the kinds of community service commitments that are paramount.
Each honoree was presented with the Distinguished Service Award in recognition of their outstanding efforts and community service. Congratulations to them. And a celebration of Black history will continue tonight in Ramapo. Residents there being recognized as outstanding community leaders. That's taking place at 6 p.m. at Ramapo Town Hall on Route 59 in Suffern. Well, we've got a delicious pastina recipe for you in this week's What's Cooking. Take a look.
Stolzberg here at Uncle Giuseppe's Marketplace with Giovanni, who is about to make one of the most popular comfort foods.
That's right, soul food. This one really warms my heart. My grandmother used to make this for us. We're making pastina, people.
Look at how cute they are.
Right, little stars, you know?
I know. Do me a favor, though. Never let me talk like that again on television. Look how cute it is. Don't ever let me do that again.
All right, don't do that. Don't do that.
Thank you.
If you don't mix it, it's going to be stuck all together in one big pastina ball.
I'd still eat it.
It's going to be like a matzo ball soup.
Now you're speaking my language.
Right, a pastina ball soup.
Yeah, there you go. They're still so cute when they come up to the surface.
Can't talk like that.
Oh, sorry.
Another minute and then we're done. We're going to shut it off.
Love it.
We're going to mix everything in.
And we're going to eat it and reminisce.
That's right. My grandmother's watching me right now. I know she is.
Aww.
This is where the magic happens.
All right.
I'm going to thicken it with egg.
Good way to get your kids to eat eggs. I'm already planning in my head.
So I hit it with a little bit of pecorino now. I give it a little pinch black pepper. Oh, man.
Look at that.
That's Italian soul food right there.
And you need to try this at home and bring that comfort into your house. So head to our website, news12.com. The recipe will be there. Thank you, Giovanni.
Thank you, Will.
Looks delicious. All right, well, in your local business news, there's soon going to be a new location in the Hudson Valley where you can have a Pilates workout. Club Pilates Poughkeepsie will be opening this year, located on South Road near West Main Street. Club Pilates offers different levels for beginners and up. Experts can enjoy it as well, so go and support local. And the City of Peekskill Youth Bureau is hosting a woodworking open house. Event organizers say it provides education to children as it connects the hands, heart, and head. It's this afternoon until 5 p.m. at the Youth Bureau in Peekskill. Organizers say there's also going to be some goodie bags and refreshments as well. You're watching News 12.
Time and temperature brought to you by Apollo Heating. Degrees above the rest since 1968. We're committed to our customers' comfort and satisfaction through great service.
News 12 Hudson Valley is brought to you in part by Drug Mart. We accept virtually every preferred prescription plan and always offer free delivery.